Very good evening and welcome to the Vetchfield Swansea for the game that could ultimately take Wales to the World Cup finals in Spain next year. Welsh hopes took a dive when they were beaten 2-0 in Czechoslovakia last month, but were then quickly resurrected when the Czechs were held to a draw in Iceland. The Russians now look set to qualify as champions of the group, but goal difference could well decide whether Wales or Czechoslovakia join them there. Wales need 4 goals tonight to give them a superior goal difference to Czechoslovakia. If Wales score more than 4, then Czechoslovakia could need to take 3 points from their last 2 games, both against Russia, irrespective of what Wales do in their last game against the Soviet Union in Tbilisi. Also tonight, the crucial game in Group 6 that could take Scotland to their 3rd successive World Cup finals, and also Championship darts. Let's catch up now, though, on the Welsh and Icelandic teams. Mike England has chosen one of the most attacking units of his managerial career. 7 of these players have scored goals for Wales already. The side shows 4 changes from the team that started the Czechoslovakia game. Jeremy Charles, Robbie James, John Mahoney and Ian Walsh replaced Byron Stevenson, Leighton Phillips, Brian Flynn and Mickey Thomas. A new Welsh skipper tonight, Leighton James, captaining his country for the very first time. Iceland have been able to afford the luxury for them of fielding an unchanged team. This is the side that drew with Czechoslovakia. It contains 6 men who play on the mainland of Europe, 4 of them with German clubs. They're a vastly improved side, and in Ásgeir Sigurvinsson, who is with Bayern Munich, they have, in Mike England's opinion, one of the best midfield players in Europe. Tonight's referee, Arto Ravender of Finland. So then, it's Iceland in their blue strip who get this World Cup game underway. Iceland having been beaten in their 2 away games in this group against the strongmen of Europe, Czechoslovakia and Russia, beaten in both games, 6-1 in Czechoslovakia and 5-0 in Russia. So that's the sort of thing, that's the sort of scoreline that Wales will need here this evening. A first free kick of the game goes to Iceland. Ati Edvaldsson takes it quickly to this man Sigurvinsson. This is a man that Mike England really rates. Curtis in there, well though, there for Wales. Sigurvinsson covers though. Number 11 for Wales here is Carla Harris, who will operate out on the right-hand side. This is Joey Jones wearing 3. Down the line for Walsh, a neat little flick in. Robbie James. Robbie James. Robbie James then getting Wales's first shooting chance, but that ball going well over Baldursson's crossbar. Number 2 for Wales, Kev Ratcliffe. Joey Jones up for that with Guðmundur. Guðmundur wins the ball. Robbie James back this time in defence. Puts the ball forward for Walsh. Jónsson beaten by Walsh. And now the skipper, Geirsson. Good play there by Edvaldsson, but not a good ball. Now Guðmundur. Bad ball again by the number 9. Joey Jones trying to find Curtis. A good head down for Walsh. Back to Curtis. Promising start there, promising start to that attack. Jeremy Charles pushing up from midfield in support of that one. Now a chance for Leighton James, the Welsh skipper, wearing 14. Unable though to keep the ball in play. Leighton James, the new Welsh skipper, winning his 48th cap, celebrating with the captaincy, wearing number 14 tonight. The Iceland goalkeeper not taking these goal kicks. This is Jónsson, the centre-back. Up for Guðmundur, beaten though by Ratcliffe. Óskarsson wearing 3 but playing it right back for Iceland. Getting to that ball. John Mahoney also winning his 48th cap for Wales tonight. Pétur Ormslev with a throw. Magnus Berg's after it, but Nicholas O again for Wales to James. Charles. Not a good ball though by Jeremy Charles. Jeremy Charles lining up in midfield for Wales tonight, as he does quite often these days for Swansea. Sigurvinsson. Very skillful midfield player. Not a good ball though. Ratcliffe intercepts, but Guðmundur in. And the first touch of this game for Davies. Wales operating with 3 men at the back. Joey Jones, Peter Nicholas operating in the centre of defence, and Kevin Ratcliffe at left back. Here's Carl Harris, who'll operate wide out right, I'm sure, during most of this game, unable though to keep that ball in play. Atli Edvaldsson with this ball. And the foul there. A free kick to Iceland for the foul by Robbie James. And that's on Sigurvinsson. So a free kick then to Iceland. Sigurvinsson, this highly talented midfield player. Bayern Munich paid in fact $1.5 million Deutschmarks for him. Here he is with his free kick. Not a good one though. Guðmundur in there but unable to connect. Kevin Ratcliffe there for Wales to Leighton Jones. That's down the line for Curtis, but the interception by Magnus Bergs. Robbie James for Joey Jones. Out to Harris. Charles again pushing forward, getting past Guðmundur, and Harris taking over. Harris, good play across. Chance for Curtis. And in the end, it was Ian Walsh. Ian Walsh, the number 9, getting the shot in, but off target. And the goalkeeper bundled out of his area. A free kick. Ian Walsh's challenge on the goalkeeper, Baldursson. Baldursson not taking the goal kicks, leaving it to his skipper, Geirsson. Will now get a kick out of the hands, though. Robbie James's header. And Joey Jones. Curtis. Robbie James trying to send Harris away, trying to use Harris's speed. Geirsson covering. And the goal kick. So a throw into Wales then from a bad goal kick by Geirsson. And Robbie James with it. Down for Harris. Getting his cross in past Edvaldsson. No one though at the far post. John Mahoney then with this throw-in. The Welsh attacks thus far all a little helter-skelter. Perhaps this game needs someone on the Welsh side to put his foot on the ball in the middle of the field. Joey Jones down the line, trying to set Curtis free. Faced there by Viðar Halldórsson, but unable to keep the ball in play. Alan Curtis walking out to the flanks hoping to draw the Icelanders out. Halldórsson with a throw. Sigurvinsson trying to find a teammate, instead finds Carl Harris, but now this is Joey Jones, back to Davies. Now then, Kevin Ratcliffe then with this attack for Wales. The man with a bit of pace is Ratcliffe. That's down the line for Curtis, but a good head clear by Óskarsson. Leighton James. Good cross and headed away well by Geirsson, the captain. First corner of this game. Leighton James getting a good cross in. That's the cross from Leighton James, and a good positive header by Geirsson. James himself then with this corner kick, the first of the game, going towards Joey Jones to the near post, headed away though by Iceland. Mahoney and James. Faced by two Icelanders, gets his cross in. That's for Walsh at the far post. Robbie James. Again picking up Leighton James, but offside. Leighton James pushing forward, obviously, much more than he did in the Czechoslovakia game. Right back Óskarsson with that ball then. To Ormslev. Nicholas under pressure from Guðmundur. Viðar Halldórsson in, but there'd been a challenge, a late challenge on Peter Nicholas. Off the ball by Ormslev. Viðar Halldórsson, the left back, the Icelander there. Quickly taken free kick by Nicholas. Out to Ratcliffe. Curtis again trying to spread it. Gets a free kick this time for the foul by Sævar Jónsson. Sævar Jónsson being watched tonight by the Hanover club from Germany. So Leighton James 14 and John Mahoney 6, with Carl Harris in the Icelanders' defensive wall. Mahoney leaves it for James. Played in for Walsh. Good near post header by Ian Walsh, but couldn't quite find the target. Well hit free kick this by Leighton James, hitting it into that little gap as Walsh steams in, but couldn't find the target. Now a chance for Iceland to break. Here's Guðmundur, but handball decision against him. Guðmundur claims it hit his shoulder. Quickly taken by Peter Nicholas. Out to Kevin Ratcliffe. Bad ball though. Guðmundur cuts it clear. Out to Guðmundur. Bad ball by him though. Now here's Harris. That ball running out of play. Lots of little mistakes in the Welsh play at the moment. Wanting, obviously, desperately to get this first crucial goal. So far in this game, though, the ball bypassing the midfield, really. Wales trying to hit their front men immediately. Here's Leighton James coming deep for this one. Chips it forward for Curtis. Jonsson's challenge. Now Nicholas. Wales perhaps could look to involve number 6 John Mahoney more in the middle of the field here. Keep his foot on the ball. Edvaldsson to Sigurvinsson and Guðmundur. Nice play by Iceland. Good Jónsson. Getting the early ball with 2 men up, but too far. And that's a Welsh throw. Leighton James leaving it for John Mahoney. Mahoney down the line for Curtis. And an offside flag again against Curtis. Long kick by Baldursson, but it's Joey Jones in first. Robbie James. Bad ball though. Robbie James trying to spread the Welsh attacks. Now it's Guðmundur, man who plays for Fortuna Cologne. Edvaldsen. Sigurvinsson trying to get in the header. Here's James. And Harris. Walsh going down the right-hand touchline for his, changes his mind now as Harris uses his speed. Still Harris. Still Harris. Away by Jónsson. Good run that by Carl Harris. Certainly the way to get past behind this Icelandic defence, to use the pace of Carl Harris. Peter Nicholas. Kevin Ratcliffe. Out again to Walsh, but Jónsson in first. Sævar Jónsson. And John Mahoney with it. Into Leighton James. Jeremy Charles going in there. And Charles so nearly putting Bergs in trouble. Guðmundur Baldursson, the only young player to have played with Wales before. He was in the youth team, in fact, that beat Wales 1-0 in '78 at Bridgend. Now Guðmundur. Óskarsson, the right back, making a good run for him, but a bad header. Now Leighton James. Mahoney running on the overlap. James cutting inside. Leighton James a little optimistic, trying at that range. Good jump there by Ratcliffe, but it's Óskarsson in first. Beautiful ball by Robbie James to Carl Harris, but the pace of the ball just beating him. Carl Harris, the fastest man in this Welsh side. Joey Jones then with another Welsh throw. Down to Harris. Wales desperately searching for this first goal that'll break the ice. Kevin Ratcliffe will have to be careful tonight that he's not booked. He had a booking in Czechoslovakia, so another booking tonight will rule him out of the Russia game. Now Mahoney. Nicholas. And Robbie James. Curtis asking for the ball, but instead the switch goes to Walsh. Charles, and a goal kick. Ian Walsh there, stealing in at the far post. That's the ball played in for him by Robbie James. Into no man's land there, but the goalkeeper down bravely, and Jeremy Charles just nicking the ball over for a goal kick. Charles, a powerful header, but it's Óskarsson. Down the line to Ormslev, the man who scored against Czechoslovakia. Faced by Ratcliffe. Ball into Guðmundur. Trying the 1-2 with Ormslev. Nicholas playing in his third position for Wales, now in the middle of the defence. Now Edvaldsson. Robbie James for Harris. Still Harris, but that's Berg's away. Nicholas. And an offside flag against Leighton James. Leighton James just stealing into an offside position. Ormslev getting his header. Now then, Guðmundur. Joey Jones away. Óskarsson, number 3, but playing right back. A good throw in there to Guðmundur. Down to Ormslev. Another big kick from Davies. Curtis, but no one up. Now Marteinn Geirsson, the Iceland captain, a fireman by trade. Berg's going for that one, but now it's Nicholas. Harris. Outnumbered there. Now Guðmundur. Edvaldsson. Good run there by this one, Sigurvinsson. But Mahoney in power play. Still Sigurvinsson. And the boots flying around there. Sigurvinsson, the number 10, getting a talking to from the referee. Wild bit of play. So Joey Jones with a free kick to Ratcliffe. Leighton James in for Mahoney. Shooting chance for Robbie James. First shot on target then for Wales by Robbie James. There's the ball played in, out to Robbie James in some space. A first-time shot, well hit, but Baldursson getting down to it well. Nicholas down for Curtis. But Jónsson in powerfully and Óskarsson. Curtis to Leighton James. Gets past Óskarsson, but cannot keep the ball in play. Óskarsson, who plays for Örgryte in Sweden. Jónsson on. Ratcliffe. An optimistic ball perhaps, but Walsh making something of it. Leighton James in support on the left-hand touchline. Walsh. But a goal kick. Bit of an orthodoxy there from Ian Walsh, almost creating a chance for Wales. halfway through this first half then, and Wales still patiently looking for the breakthrough. Now here's Guðmundur. But Jones to Harris. That's for Curtis. Curtis past Halldórsson. Joey Jones. Robbie James and Jeremy Charles. Robbie James. That's the breakthrough. Robbie James puts Wales 1-0 up. Here's how it happens. Joey Jones putting the ball in there. The ball breaking first of all for Jeremy Charles. There's Robbie James steering it into the back of the net for his second international goal. So then, just the breakthrough that Wales needed. Just under 24 minutes gone in this first half, and Wales take the lead through Robbie James. Now, having got that breakthrough, Wales will have to continue to press forward. But that goal could prove all important. That ball out of play, Magnus Berg's unable to keep it in play. Forward go Wales then, in search of a second. That's the first goal that Wales have scored in 4 games. And the foul by Jónsson, number 6, on Curtis. And Leighton James, number 14, going over, perhaps to take this one. Has Robbie James with him. Ian Walsh at the far post as Leighton James. James takes it for Walsh. Charles getting in the header. It's for Curtis. Well, Ian Walsh with a great chance there of making it 2. Ian Walsh, as Jeremy Charles went up for that header. Alan Curtis heading the ball on. Appeals for offside, not given. The chance for Walsh to tuck it in, but just going past the far post. And a foul by John Mahoney on Magnus Bergs. A foul by Mahoney. Guðmundur taking short to Sigurvinsson. Now though Harris, beaten by Sigurvinsson, but that ball straight through to Davies. Curtis. Bergs in first, and Guðmundur trying to set Jónsson free. Now then, Kevin Ratcliffe. And a charge down by Ormslev. Has Bergs in support, leaves it off for Sigurvinsson. Davies out. Curtis in first before Guðmundur, but now here's Jónsson, picks up Edvaldsson. Bergs outright. Leaves the ball through for Óskarsson. A good run here by the fullback. Has 2 men up. That ball going in off John Mahoney, but straight to Davies. Leighton James on. Geirsson in first, but the offside flag up against Magnus Bergs, the number 11. Wales leading them by a goal to 0. Jónsson taking a knock from Curtis as he backed into him. Geirsson with a free kick. Ratcliffe beats Ormslev. Now Guðmundur. Edvaldsson. Not a bad try. Atli Edvaldsson from all out of 35 yards. Hitting the ball powerfully here, Edvaldsson. That ball just over Davies' crossbar. Nicholson out to Ratcliffe. That's for Curtis. Has Mahoney in support if he should need him. Here's Mahoney though, but Ormslev in first. But Mahoney's a dogged fighter. And a Welsh throw. One of the lights has gone here, so that corner of the ground in some darkness at the moment. And the referee holding up play for just a moment. Half an hour gone in this game, and a failure in one of the floodlights. The referee has decided, in fact, I think that play will continue. Pretty dark now, as you can see, down in that corner. Ratcliffe's throw for Jeremy Charles. Headed away, though. As far as Ratcliffe. Walsh. Ian Walsh. Outside the box. Just outside the box. That foul on Ian Walsh. Edvaldsson and Halldórsson claiming that he couldn't see what was happening because the light had gone, I would suggest. Trying perhaps any way to get this game held up for just a moment. So the Icelanders back in some strength. Mahoney, number 6, over the ball. Robbie James and Leighton James around him. The referee not happy though, the ball is far enough back. Referee still wanting them back further. Robbie James, Leighton James. Leighton James then off target. As Baldursson organised his line, Leighton James, though, over the top. Some corners of this ground now in some state of darkness because of the failure of one of the floodlights. Geirsson in a bit of trouble out there. And a Welsh throw. In fact, you can probably see that far side of the field clearer on your television sets than we can with the naked eye here at the moment. That in the muck is Joy Jones. Jones getting his cross in. And a second Welsh corner. Marteinn Geirsson conceding it. Geirsson the skipper. Just about 33 minutes gone in as Leighton James takes this corner. That's for Jeremy Charles. Gets his header in, but away only as far as Nicholas. Leighton James is onside. Gets in a good cross. And Baldursson looking a bag of nerves as he went for that one. As Leighton James got that cross in, Baldursson seemed to be in 2 or 3 or even 4 minds as to what to do. Lucky to get a second bite. Jónsson, beaten by Joey Jones. Now here's Robbie James. Sigurvinsson in strongly, fouling Robbie James. Here's Jónsson. No one up though for Iceland as they're pressed back by these Welsh attacks. Now Kevin Ratcliffe, never present in this Welsh side since he made his debut a year ago against Czechoslovakia. Roy Jones the early ball for Curtis, unlucky there. The ball rebounded off him. Sigurvinsson involved in everything. Jónsson winning the header, but now here's Ratcliffe. Harris now on the left-hand side, having swapped with James. That ball by Mahoney for Harris. And Wales getting a corner. Carl Harris winning that corner for Wales. Third corner then of this first half for Wales. Curtis going towards the near post, perhaps. As James prepares to take it in back, Joey Jones has now gone to the near post. And that was Magnus Bergs getting in the clearance. Mahoney. Kevin Ratcliffe takes over with perhaps a long one. Jeremy Charles is at the near post. That's aimed for Charles. Linesman's flag is up. And in fact, it's a goal kick. Örn Óskarsson. Nicholas in first. But another throw to Iceland. Bergs, number 11, lining up in midfield. Ormslev wearing 4, but playing mostly up front, one of 2 men up front for Iceland. Here's Ormslev again. Quick throw by Davies, and Leighton James with a chance to break. Ormslev dropping back there to mark him. James down the line for Curtis. Lovely twist by Curtis. Now some room for James. Gets in a good cross. Walsh in, and Jónsson completes the clearance. Well, almost a second there for Wales. A well-struck centre by Leighton James. Ian Walsh powering in and Baldursson saving it with his legs. Meanwhile, Wales have picked up another free kick, the fourth of this game. Ian Walsh so unlucky there not to get number 2. Joey Jones going in at the near post. Leighton James then with it. Headed away by Halldórsson, I'm sorry. Alan Curtis, unlucky. Baldursson having a bit of luck saving that shot, that header by Walsh with his legs. Now Mahoney. Harris out left again. Playing the 1-2 nicely with Mahoney, but fouled there by Ormslev, and Ormslev is going to go into the referee's book. Pétur Ormslev, the number 4. Quickly taking free kick then for Wales. Nicholas out to Harris. But now the chance for Iceland break. Guðmundur, Sigurvinsson. Bundled over by Mahoney. Now here's a chance. And Guðmundur robbing Walsh. Sigurvinsson. James. And the free kick. Viðar Halldórsson obstructing Robbie James. Five minutes to go then to half-time. Wales still leading by 1-0. Ian Walsh unlucky not to give Wales a second. Leighton James with it. That's for Walsh, but Baldursson up confidently this time. Ormslev's ball, but Nicholas away to Harris. That's for Curtis with Halldórsson on him. Óskarsson getting himself in a bit of trouble there. Ratcliffe. Now Robbie James. But here's Bergs. Chance now perhaps then for Iceland break. Here's Guðmundur in support. Nice goal by Sigurvinsson. That ball for Jónsson. Nicholas easily away though. Trying to find Mahoney. Óskarsson. Sigurvinsson. Little terrier in midfield. Very skillful 1-2. Here's Bergs. Guðmundur. Another good ball. But a goal kick. Good challenge by Kevin Ratcliffe on Jónsson. Three minutes to go then to half-time. Just the time for Wales to get a second. Leighton James playing the ball in, but easily cleared by Geirsson. Now Mahoney. Geirsson intercepts. That's a good ball by Geirsson for Sigurvinsson. Great chance here for Sigurvinsson. Just past the far post. Ásgeir Sigurvinsson so nearly bringing these sides level. Beautiful ball there by the skipper Marteinn Geirsson. for Sigurvinsson, this man who plays for Bayern Munich. And really, I suppose he should have done better than that. Just past Davies's left-hand post. A real scare then for Wales. The Icelanders showing they can be dangerous on the break. Bergs again. And that time there were 4 Icelanders forward to the 2 Welsh defenders. Robbie James for Harris. Robbie James, number 8, having a fine game in midfield for Wales. Harris trying to use his pace. Good play though by Atli Baldursson. And that ball wide out right for Ormslev. Ormslev, the hero of the Iceland 1-0 draw against Czechoslovakia, trying to set Bergs free there. And yet another floodlight failure here at the Vetchfield, Swansea. This time, no chance, I would imagine, for this game to continue, really. It really is now very dark here. And the Finnish referee now holding up this game. Really is too dark now to continue. Just about a minute before half-time, a second failure of the floodlights here at the Vetchfield. And as you can see, it really is dark down there. So the referee now faced with a decision of what exactly to do here. Referee talking to the Welsh skipper Leighton James there. Leighton James is obviously wanting the game to continue. And the referee takes the players into the dressing room.